Ever felt that uneasy tension in the air? The subtle glances, the backhanded compliments, the inexplicable coldness from someone you thought was on your side? You're not alone. In this eye-opening video, we'll dive deep into the hidden world of jealousy, revealing 5 shocking signs that someone might be secretly envious of you. These aren't your typical red flags. Prepare to be surprised. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the tools to spot jealousy from a mile away, protecting yourself from its toxic effects and navigating your relationships with newfound clarity. Whether it's in your personal life or professional sphere, understanding these signs can be a game changer, helping you build stronger, more authentic connections. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Have you ever wondered why that friend suddenly became distant after your recent success? Or why your coworker's smile never quite reaches their eyes when you share good news? Buckle up. We're about to embark on a journey that will transform the way you perceive the people around you. Let's dive in and discover if someone in your life is harboring hidden jealousy. The green-eyed monster lurks in the shadows, its presence often undetected until it's too late. Jealousy, a poison that seeps into the cracks of even the strongest relationships, can masquerade as concern, friendship, or even love. But make no mistake, its effects can be devastating. Today, we're peeling back the layers of human interaction to expose the raw, often uncomfortable truth about envy. Imagine this. You've just landed your dream job, the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice. As you share the news with your inner circle, you notice something off. One friend's congratulations seems forced, their smile not quite reaching their eyes. Another changes the subject abruptly, their discomfort palpable. Are these merely innocent reactions, or signs of something more sinister brewing beneath the surface? Consider the colleague who always has a subtle critique of your work, masked as helpful feedback, or the family member who downplays your achievements, quick to point out potential pitfalls in your success. These behaviors, while seemingly innocuous, could be red flags waving furiously in the wind. But how can you be sure? How do you distinguish between genuine concern and thinly veiled jealousy? That's where our 5 surprising signs come in. These aren't your run-of-the-mill indicators. We've dug deep, consulted experts, and analyzed countless real-life scenarios to bring you insights that go beyond the obvious. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with a 6th sense for detecting envy, allowing you to navigate your social and professional landscapes with confidence and clarity. But why does this matter? Because unaddressed jealousy can rock the foundation of your relationships, personal growth, and self-esteem. It can hold you back from reaching your full potential, make you second-guess your worth, and surround you with negativity. As we stand on the brink of revealing these 5 surprising signs, let's take a moment to acknowledge the courage it takes to confront this truth. Recognizing jealousy in others, especially those close to us, can be a painful process. It challenges our perceptions, forces us to reevaluate relationships, and sometimes leads to difficult decisions. But remember, this journey isn't about casting blame or cutting people out of your life. It's about understanding, growth, and ultimately, freedom. Imagine walking through life with a newfound clarity, able to distinguish between genuine support and veiled resentment. Picture yourself navigating social situations with confidence, no longer second-guessing every interaction or doubting your own success. This is the power that awaits you on the other side of this revelation. It's not just about identifying jealousy. It's about reclaiming your right to shine without dimming your light for others. Think back to a time when you achieved something significant, a promotion, a personal milestone, or even a small victory that meant the world to you. In that moment of triumph, did you find yourself hesitating to share your joy? Did you catch yourself downplaying your success to make others feel comfortable? This self-censorship is often a response to the subtle, sometimes unconscious, fear of others' jealousy. But what if you could break free from that fear? Sign 1. The backhanded compliment master. Picture this. You've just shared some exciting news, maybe a promotion at work or a personal achievement you're proud of. Your friend smiles and says, "Wow, that's amazing. I guess anyone can get lucky sometimes." Feel that sting. That, my friend, is the art of the backhanded compliment, a telltale sign of hidden jealousy. These subtle jabs, disguised as praise, are like poisoned honey, sweet on the surface but toxic underneath. They're designed to diminish your accomplishments while maintaining a facade of support. The jealous person gets to appear congratulatory while simultaneously undermining your success. It's a masterclass in passive-aggressive behavior, and once you recognize it, you'll be amazed at how often it occurs. But why do people resort to this tactic? Often, it's because they're struggling to reconcile their genuine care for you with the envy they feel. They want to be happy for you, but your success triggers their own insecurities. The result? A verbal tightrope walk where they attempt to acknowledge your achievement while subtly tearing it down. Examples abound in our daily lives. "You got the lead role? I guess they were really going for a unique look this time." Or perhaps, "Your new business is taking off? Well, it's a good thing you have your spouse's income to fall back on." These statements, cloaked in the guise of friendly observations, are actually attempts to minimize your accomplishments and soothe the speaker's own sense of inadequacy. Recognizing this behavior is crucial, not just for protecting your own self-esteem, but for understanding the complex emotions at play in your relationships. When you hear a backhanded compliment, resist the urge to doubt yourself. Instead, recognize it for what it is, a reflection of the speaker's insecurities, not a true assessment of your worth or achievements. But here's where it gets tricky. Not every awkward compliment comes from a place of jealousy. Sometimes, people simply struggle to express themselves well. The key is to look for patterns. Is this person consistently undermining your successes? Do their compliments always come with a subtle dig? If so, you might be dealing with hidden jealousy. So, how do you respond to these verbal landmines? With grace and confidence. Thank them for the congratulations, but don't engage with the negative aspect of their comment. By refusing to let their words diminish your joy, you reclaim your power in the interaction. Remember, your success is valid, regardless of anyone else's opinion or attempt to downplay it. As we move forward, keep your ears tuned for these backhanded compliments. They're often the first line of defense for the secretly jealous, a way to express their envy without openly admitting to it. By recognizing them, you're already one step ahead in protecting your peace and maintaining healthy relationships. But backhanded compliments are just the tip of the iceberg. As we dive deeper into our list of signs, you'll discover even more subtle ways that jealousy can manifest in your interactions. Are you ready to uncover the next surprising indicator? Brace yourself, because what comes next might change the way you view some of your closest relationships. Sign 2. The Spotlight Stealer. Imagine you're at a gathering, sharing an exciting story about your recent adventures. Suddenly, mid-sentence, your friend interjects with their own tale, completely derailing the conversation. Sound familiar? Welcome to the world of the Spotlight Stealer, our second sign of hidden jealousy. This behavior goes beyond mere excitement to share or poor social skills. The Spotlight Stealer has a compulsive need to redirect attention back to themselves, especially when you're basking in the glow of success or positive attention. It's as if your moment in the sun is casting a shadow over them, and they can't bear to stay in the darkness. What makes this sign particularly insidious is its ability to masquerade as enthusiasm or friendliness. The Spotlight Stealer might claim they're just adding to the conversation or relating to your experience. But pay attention to the frequency and timing of these interruptions. Are they consistently happening when you're sharing good news or receiving praise? Consider this scenario. You've just announced your engagement to your partner. As friends gather to congratulate you, one person quickly chimes in. "That's great. Speaking of relationships, let me tell you about this amazing date I had last week." Before you know it, the conversation has shifted entirely, leaving your special moment in the dust. This behavior stems from a deep-seated insecurity. The jealous person fears that your success or happiness somehow diminishes their own. By redirecting the spotlight, they're attempting to reaffirm their own value and importance. It's a subconscious cry for validation, often at your expense. But here's the twist. The spotlight stealer isn't always obvious. Sometimes, it's subtle. They might wait for a brief pause in your story to interject with their own, seemingly related anecdote. Before you know it, they've commandeered the conversation, and your original point is lost in the shuffle. Recognizing this behavior is crucial for maintaining your emotional well-being. When someone consistently steals your spotlight, it can leave you feeling undervalued and unheard. Over time, this can erode your self-esteem and make you hesitant to share your successes or joys. So, how do you handle a spotlight stealer? First, recognize that their behavior is about them, not you. Their need to redirect attention doesn't diminish your achievements or experiences. Second, be assertive. It's okay to gently steer the conversation back to your original point. A simple, "That's interesting, but as I was saying," can work wonders. Remember, true friends celebrate your successes without feeling the need to overshadow them. They understand that your shine doesn't dim their own light. As you become more aware of this behavior, you might find yourself reevaluating certain relationships. That's okay. It's part of the growth process. As we continue to unravel these signs of jealousy, you're gaining valuable insights into human behavior. You're developing a keener eye for the subtle ways people express their insecurities and envy. This knowledge is power. The power to nurture genuine relationships and protect your peace. But we're not done yet. The next sign we're about to explore is perhaps the most subtle of all. It lurks in the shadows of social interactions, often going unnoticed until it's too late. Are you ready to uncover this hidden indicator of jealousy? Brace yourself, because what comes next might change the way you view some of your daily interactions. Sign 3. The silent saboteur. In the realm of hidden jealousy, sometimes the most telling sign is not what's said, but what's left unsaid. Enter the silent saboteur, a master of passive resistance and calculated omission. This sign is subtle, insidious, and often overlooked, making it one of the most dangerous forms of jealousy. Picture this. You've just achieved a significant milestone, perhaps a promotion, a personal best in your fitness journey, or the completion of a challenging project. Excited, you share the news with your circle. Most respond with enthusiasm, but one person's reaction stands out. Because there isn't one. No congratulations, no acknowledgement, just a deafening silence or a swift change of subject. This silence isn't merely forgetfulness or distraction. It's a deliberate withholding of support, a non-verbal expression of disapproval or envy. The silent saboteur uses silence as a weapon, attempting to diminish your joy by refusing to acknowledge it. It's as if by not recognizing your success, they can pretend it doesn't exist. But the silent saboteur's arsenal doesn't stop at ignoring your achievements. They might forget to invite you to important events, conveniently omit your name when discussing successful team members, or fail to share crucial information that could benefit you. Each omission is a small act of sabotage, designed to subtly undermine your progress or happiness. What makes this behavior particularly toxic is its plausible deniability. When confronted, the silent saboteur can easily claim forgetfulness or unawareness. "Oh, I didn't realize that was important to you," they might say, or "It must have slipped my mind." This gaslighting technique leaves you questioning your own perceptions and feeling guilty for suspecting ill intent. The roots of this behavior often lie in deep-seated insecurity. The silent saboteur may feel threatened by your success, viewing it as a reflection of their own perceived inadequacies. By refusing to acknowledge your achievements, they're attempting to protect their fragile self-esteem. It's a defense mechanism, albeit a destructive one. Recognizing this pattern is crucial for your emotional well-being. When your successes are consistently met with silence or overlooked by someone, it can chip away at your confidence and enthusiasm. You might find yourself hesitating to share good news or downplaying your achievements to avoid the uncomfortable void of non-response. So how do you deal with a silent saboteur? First, trust your instincts. If you consistently feel unsupported or overlooked by someone, pay attention to that feeling. Second, be direct. Sometimes, addressing the behavior openly can lead to honest conversations and improved understanding. Lastly, seek support elsewhere. Surround yourself with people who genuinely celebrate your successes. Remember, true friends and supporters want to see you shine. They understand that your success doesn't diminish their own worth. As you become more aware of the silent saboteur's tactics, you'll be better equipped to protect your joy and nurture relationships that are genuinely supportive. But our journey through the signs of hidden jealousy isn't over yet. The next indicator we'll explore is perhaps the most paradoxical of all. It hides behind a mask of excessive praise and support, making it particularly difficult to detect. Are you ready to uncover this surprising sign of jealousy? Prepare yourself, because what comes next might challenge your perceptions of some seemingly supportive relationships. Sign 4. The overzealous cheerleader. At first glance, this sign might seem counterintuitive. After all, isn't support and encouragement exactly what we want from our friends and colleagues? But in the complex world of hidden jealousy, sometimes too much of a good thing can be a red flag. Enter the overzealous cheerleader, a master of disguising envy as excessive enthusiasm. Picture this scenario. You've just shared some good news, perhaps a new job opportunity or a personal achievement. Suddenly, one particular friend becomes your biggest fan, showering you with praise that feels off. Their excitement seems forced, their compliments exaggerated. It's as if they're performing support rather than genuinely feeling it. This behavior stems from a place of conflicted emotions. The overzealous cheerleader is wrestling with their genuine care for you and their underlying jealousy. Unable to reconcile these feelings, they overcompensate with excessive praise, hoping to mask their envy even from themselves. It's a psychological defense mechanism. If they cheer loud enough, perhaps they can drown out the whispers of their own insecurity. But here's where it gets tricky. The line between sincere enthusiasm and overcompensation can be thin. The key lies in consistency and context. Does this person's level of excitement seem disproportionate to their usual behavior? Do their effusive compliments come with subtle digs or backhanded comments? Are they quick to point out potential pitfalls or reality checks after their initial burst of support? The overzealous cheerleader might also engage in what psychologists call future faking. They'll make grand promises of support or collaboration that never materialize. "We should totally work together on this," they'll exclaim, only to become mysteriously unavailable when it's time to actually join forces. This behavior allows them to appear supportive while subtly undermining your progress. What makes this sign particularly insidious is its ability to make you doubt your own perceptions. You might feel guilty for questioning someone who seems so supportive on the surface, but trust your instincts. If something feels off about their enthusiasm, it probably is. The roots of this behavior often lie in the overzealous cheerleader's own feelings of inadequacy. Your success triggers their insecurities, making them feel like they're falling behind. By overplaying their support, they're trying to convince both you and themselves that they're genuinely happy for you, even as envy gnaws at them internally. Recognizing this pattern is crucial for maintaining authentic relationships. When faced with an overzealous cheerleader, acknowledge their support, but pay attention to their actions rather than their words. Do they follow through on their promises of help? Do they celebrate your successes even when you're not around to hear it? Remember, true support is consistent, genuine, and doesn't ask for applause. Real cheerleaders in your life will be there for you in both triumphs and setbacks, offering realistic encouragement without the need for theatrical displays. As we near the end of our exploration of hidden jealousy, you're developing a nuanced understanding of human behavior. You're learning to read between the lines of social interactions, to sense the currents of emotion that run beneath the surface of everyday conversations. But we're not done yet. Our final sign of jealousy is perhaps the most surprising of all. It's a behavior that, at first glance, might seem like the opposite of envy. Are you ready to uncover this last, unexpected indicator? Brace yourself, because what comes next might reshape your understanding of some of your most challenging relationships. Sign 5. The disengaged critic. As we reach the culmination of our journey through the labyrinth of hidden jealousy, we encounter perhaps the most paradoxical sign of all, the disengaged critic. This final indicator of envy might seem, at first glance, to be the antithesis of jealousy. After all, how can someone be envious if they appear completely uninterested in your achievements or life? But therein lies the deception. Imagine this scenario. You've just accomplished something significant. Perhaps you've launched a successful business, published a book, or achieved a long-standing personal goal. As you share your excitement with your social circle, most respond with interest and congratulations. But one person's reaction stands out for its sheer lack of engagement. They seem almost bored by your news, responding with a disinterested, "Oh, that's nice," before quickly changing the subject or finding a reason to end the conversation. This behavior goes beyond mere indifference. The disengaged critic has elevated aloofness to an art form, weaponizing disinterest as a shield against their own feelings of inadequacy and envy. By refusing to engage with your success, they're attempting to diminish its importance, not just to themselves, but to you as well. But the disengaged critic doesn't stop at feigned indifference. When pressed, they might offer lukewarm criticism or point out potential flaws in your achievement. "Oh, you published a book. I hear the publishing industry is really struggling these days," they might casually remark. Or, "Starting a business? That's brave, considering the high failure rate for new ventures." These subtle jabs, delivered with an air of detached expertise, serve a dual purpose. First, they allow the disengaged critic to feel superior by positioning themselves as a worldly realist, above the excitement of your trivial accomplishments. Second, they serve to plant seeds of doubt in your mind, potentially dampening your enthusiasm and confidence. What drives this behavior? At its core, the disengaged critic is grappling with intense feelings of jealousy and inadequacy. Your success forces them to confront their own perceived failures or unfulfilled ambitions. Rather than deal with these uncomfortable emotions, they choose to disengage entirely, pretending that your achievements are unworthy of attention or recognition. This coping mechanism allows them to protect their fragile self-esteem. By convincing themselves, and attempting to convince you, that your success is unremarkable or flawed, they can avoid the painful process of self-reflection and comparison that your achievements might otherwise trigger. Recognizing the disengaged critic can be challenging, precisely because their behavior is designed to be overlooked. Their lack of enthusiasm might be mistaken for simple preoccupation or a reserved personality. But pay attention to patterns. Does this person consistently downplay or disengage from discussions of your successes? Do they become suddenly aloof or critical when you share good news? Dealing with a disengaged critic requires a delicate balance of empathy and self-protection. Remember that their behavior reflects their own insecurities, not the value of your achievements. Don't let their feigned disinterest diminish your pride in your accomplishments. At the same time, consider whether this person's presence in your life is truly supportive of your growth and happiness. As we conclude our exploration of the 5 signs of hidden jealousy, you're now equipped with a powerful set of tools for navigating complex social dynamics. From the backhanded compliment master to the disengaged critic, you've learned to recognize the subtle ways that envy can manifest in your relationships. Remember, the goal of this knowledge isn't to breed suspicion or cut people out of your life. Rather, it's to foster understanding, both of others and yourself. By recognizing these signs, you can approach jealousy with compassion, setting healthy boundaries where necessary and nurturing relationships that truly support your growth and success. As you move forward, carry this awareness with you. Let it guide you in building authentic connections, celebrating your achievements without reservation, and creating a life filled with genuine support and shared joy. After all, recognizing hidden jealousy isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about creating space for honest, mutually uplifting relationships to flourish.